Upcoming second race, as I mentioned, it is the Bob Bonus Memorial. Bob had a lot of horses over the years. Photo Chief, one of his first. He raised a lot of horses as well. Chabred, Bread Handover, had horses like Herod's Son, Kristen's Curly. I drove a lot of horses for Bob and traveled with him a lot over the years. Mariah's Best Man was another one that he had. The second race, it is the Bob Bonus Memorial, and they are lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's return to Vance Cameron.
Almac General, you got this. Whiskey Terror, Dizzy Miss Lizzie, Magdalene Machine, and Quick Glance, top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough and pacing, Quick Glance from the outside between horses Dizzy Miss Lizzie, and at the rail Hamac General are leaving out. On the inside, fourth is You Got This. Racing fifth is Magdalene Machine, and then the early trailer, that is Whiskey Terror. They swing by the eighth pole and they straighten up the backstretch, and here comes Dizzy Miss Lizzie to clear the lead for Corey McPherson. Hamac General now second. Third at the rail is Quick Glance. You Got This got away fourth. That's Magdalene Machine fifth, and trailing the field is Whiskey Terror. So they're on by the opening quarter mile, led by Dizzy Miss Lizzie and Corey McPherson. 29 and 4 was the quarter. Tracking along second is Hamac General. Quick Glance right with them in third. Then fourth, coming off the paddock turn, is You Got This. At the rail fifth, Magdalene Machine. And on the outside sixth, Whiskey Terror goes underway. They approach the half mile next, and it's Dizzy Miss Lizzie, the midway point leader. Hamac General is second. Quick Glance third. Moving fourth on the outside, that is Whiskey Terror. Magdalene Machine now picks up fifth on the outside. The trailer at the rail, You Got This, the half mile in 101 flat. Arriving at the 5/8, it's Dizzy Miss Lizzie along the rail. Right alongside to challenge Whiskey Terror. Third along the inside is Hamac General. Picking up fourth on the outside, Magdalene Machine. Quick Glance riding the rail fifth. Trailing the field, You Got This. They arrive at three quarters, and Dizzy Miss Lizzie battles back to retake. Whiskey Terror second, Hamac General third. Three quarters in 130 and 4. That was 29 and change in the third panel, and they're homeward bound, led by Dizzy Miss Lizzie. Hamac General now coming to the outside. Back to third, Whiskey Terror. Deep stretch now. Here's Hamac General and the Patrick Shepherd Daily Double. Second is Dizzy Miss Lizzie. Whiskey Terror held third. And the time for the mile in 1:59.2.
First call, 50-50. Lynn is up here right now in the oval. First call, 50-50. And here comes the slow-mo replay for the afternoon second race, brought to you by Universal Media. Hamac General gets a maiden record here this afternoon in just his second lifetime start. Dizzy Miss Lizzie goes to the front, 29 and 4, the half up, 101. Had a challenger. Whiskey Terror on the outside was challenging to three quarters in 130 and 4. Hamac General pops out at the top of the stretch and goes right on by, as Vance said, the Patrick Shepherd Daily Double. Earl Watts, the trainer for Windermere Farms, Hollis Newson, Debbie Denny, and Jerry McKinnon. In for second, Dizzy Miss Lizzie. Whiskey Terror is third. And in for fourth, that is the 5, Magdalene Machine. So it's 1-4-3-5 unofficially here in the afternoon second race. And we'll see Hamac General and Patrick Shepherd in the Woodmere Standardbridge Winner Circle next.
Well, we've just watched the first Patrick Shepherd Daily Double on this Sunday afternoon here at Summerside as Halmack General's going to the second race winner's circle, facing Brown Gelding 2 by Malicious. Off the Blissful Hall Dam, General Lucky Percy. Owned by Windermere Farms, Hollis Newson, Debbie Denny, and Jerry McKinnon. Bred by Halmack Farms Limited of Brookfield. Trained by Earl Watts and Patrick Shepherd. Get both ends of the early daily double. And the colt will pace to a maiden record of 159 and 2. Halmack General and the Patrick Shepherd double. In the second, down at trackside, we have the Bob Bonus Memorial Cooler presentation.